Hey YouTube, Aid here from ADIY Builds. Okay, so this is just a quick intro. The video is going to look a bit different. You'll notice some tools behind me that have moved. The original video that I done, I forgot to plug the microphone into the camera, so there's no sound. So I thought I'd do a quick intro to you. Just saying that this is going to be a workshop workshop redesign. I'll do a lot of voiceover work, but I wanted to give you a proper introduction. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so here comes the voiceover. Here you see me going super fast. I really wish I could work this quick. I was just explaining that when I first built this workshop, I built shelves on each side, and when there was a smoker build, being American type smoker build in the middle, I had to always almost walk out from one side out of the door and then in through the other side to get either to my my cutting and drilling desk or to my assembly station. It's just not working out that way, so with a small workshop it's going to take some time to find the best configuration for myself. So instead of having two separate units, both at the same height, as you can see, I'm emptying out all the metalwork. I'm going to turn the one that you can see up against the back wall and have an L-shaped workstation. And there's my daughter offering me a cup of coffee. And dimensions for this workshop is 7.5 feet, or just under 7.5 feet in length, and 9.5 or 9.4 feet in width. And here you see myself getting myself trapped. I ran out of space because the smoker was so big. When I took it out, I took it outside of the door, and I ran out of space. So I had to kind of shift things around in the workshop as I was moving. And I do have a knack for really making things difficult for myself. Here I'm talking actually about the air compressor that I have. It's a cheapy Orazio, I think it was called. It's a small air compressor which works fine for just blowing down after for cleanup. But here I'm talking about the wheels. They do wobble a lot. For the sake of 20 or 30 pence on nylon nuts, the manufacturer could really save a headache really for its consumers. But the airline you'll see at the back, not the black lead coming down, which I have to sort out for the lighting. There's an airline coming from the back. That's an actual in-feed. So how I've set it up, the air compressor is actually in the workshop. It's a small little air compressor. I've got the feed from that going straight out of the back. You can't see it there. You might be able to see it just under the drill arm. There's a little tiny black lead that goes out into a 47 kilo decommissioned gas bottle. Got all the gubbins and fittings for that, and then the return is that black one that you see coming back. Problem I was having with the small air compressor, when you're plasma cutting anything over a few inches, the air compressor was just on all the time, which isn't good for these little air compressors. By adding this auxiliary tank, it really has helped me. I've regulated it down to about 4 psi, which for the plasma cutter I have and the thickness of metal I'm cutting, and the air compressor, that seems to be the optimal settings for me. If anybody wants to know any more information about that, let me know in the comments, and I will get all the info that I have. And no doubt at one point I will show you the build. I've got a bigger tank coming, only because it was literally offered to me for free. So I think that's a 200 litre tank, so I will be swapping that out. Another mini project that we will have coming very soon is ventilation. for this shed. Yes, you can see the corrugated roof and the vents are on the side and on the top of the apex, but it's really not that good. I've got two little dogs which will make a cameo later on in the video that love plasma cutting and welding. They love the brightness of it. Obviously it's not good for them, so I close the doors and the smoke just lingers. I do wear a respirator when I'm welding, but the smoke just lingers. It's no good. So what we're going to do, I've got some old PC fans here somewhere. I've bought, which is supposed to be delivered actually today, bought a tumble dryer vent. We're going to just hash something together, and in the apex that you can see there, we're going to put it there and just have a constant blowout of all the fumes. As you can see, I'm measuring the worktop there. Eye level, that does not look straight, but it doesn't matter which way I put the level on that, it was within the black lines. Maybe I've got wonky eyes. Oh, we're on the move. You can see I blocked myself in. Okay, there's my in and out feed, and there's all the mess. Believe it or not, that was I know I've just moved some stuff, but that was one weekend of fabrication. It's just not working out. So now we've got that space there. I'm going to be putting the metal sheeting there. That sheeting. Sorry about that, folks, my phone. I think what I'm explaining here is it's a better workflow, I think, for me, because I'm going to have my cutting and stuff on that desk. And what I'm about to explain, I think, here is in the corner, not that corner, the other one. I'm going to put some heating in. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to put some heating in there out of an old gas bottle. I'm going to put two gas bottles on top of each other. Put the chimney high temperature thing on the roof there, and get it straight out, because in the winters it's going to get cold, and I'm going to want to get into my little man cave in the winters and potch around. On the worktop that you see in front of you, I'm going to be building some shelves right up to probably where the airline fitting is, as I'm trying to explain there, and that's where I'm going to store my steel. And underneath that, because there's going to be some sort of like little shelving system, I'm going to store all my little bits and pieces. The drill press will be on the left hand side, just on the desk where it is now, and my cutter is going to be there. I've cut all the steel that was left outside before I had this workshop down to fit the entire length. There's anywhere between 8.5 and just under 9.5 feet. Problem is, where the length was 7.5 feet and my cutter was on the desk which the camera is sat on, I had to use the grinder, cut a bit off, move the steel around, and then use the cutter. Just was not working out. And here I am just putting some temporary and very temporary battens down just to store some steel. In an upcoming video, we will go through the shelving that works for me. And we had a little bit of a blip there. Obviously, everybody's workshop is going to be different depending on what you're building, actually, what you're tinkering with, and everybody's style of work is different. So what you'll see me do, I'm starting to gather all my bits together, my magnets, my measuring, my grinding wheels, my flap discs. And I'm just going to start blowing things out. Here comes the dogs. They love the air. Any dog lovers, stay tuned, they will be here in a moment. There's Roo and Bo. Roo is black and white and Bo is the tricolour. Roo is the male dog and he absolutely loves being with the workshop. Okay, so I've cleared down that side. The side that is now clear is going to be my assembly station, and this is going to be my cutting and drilling station. I'm saying here I might need to build some sort of pull-out desk just for the chop saw, which isn't a problem. And I think I'd show you me starting to gather all my bits and pieces, and we're going to work out where they go. Yeah, here's all the grinding bit pieces. Like I said, this is how it was, because I don't have any proper storage yet. This is kind of how I was working, and it's just not working out. So on this side here, I'm going to be building where all my safety equipment goes. And in one point in the video, I did show that I've got a new full face covering. For me, it's vital because there's a lot of grinding when I have to close the doors, because the little dogs, they they love chasing the sparks. So I can't, obviously it's not good for them, so I have to close the door, and then all the grinding just goes in my face. It's not good. So thanks for watching, guys and girls. This is AIDS DIY builds. There will be more videos coming soon. As always, share, subscribe and like, comment if you wish. Thank you.